And we're back. I presume this is Brento cast number 16. Man, what a headache this recording app for Spreaker has been. It may not be the app. It actually may be my phone. I have noticed a lot lately with the iPhone 13 Pro, I guess. Certain games do not play audio anytime that you have your Bluetooth turned on, because it sees that it's the last syncing that it had was with your vehicle or what have you. And that seems to extend to the REC app that Spreaker uses for recording podcasts direct on your phone. And I end up having to uninstall it, and that's like so much a drag. I really don't enjoy the fact that I have to go through that, and then come to find out it had nothing to do with the app anyway. As soon as I turned off I had to reboot my phone and turn off Bluetooth, and then my microphone came back. A couple times I have recorded a complete podcast, thinking I was recording a complete podcast, and I was like, man, that is redonkulous. So anyways, episode 15, what's new, what's shaking? Well, this week we have 2 nights of the ACE trainer course. It's really getting to be a drag, if I'm being totally honest. I'm not a huge fan of the class, just because everything is in the book, and the class is just sort of taking a tiny amount of content each class and stretching it out. Obviously it was a gambit to make a little money for the school. I get it. And I like the teacher just fine. It's not that. It's just the content for the course is just poorly put together. It's not enough, basically, to justify the hours that they want you in there. But anyway, got through that yesterday. I have been fasting on a juice fast since Sunday night, and that actually, I'm feeling pretty good as a result of that. I'm trying to just get through that post-cold vibe that I had going on, where I didn't want to eat right, because you want to feel better, so you want things to make you feel better when you're feeling crappy. And, so I was sick for about 4 days, and then the bad eating carried on for 2 weeks, and I was like, whoa, I got to reset. I got to hit the reset button, get back on the juicing. So actually today, what I'm drinking right now is called a Suja organic juice. It's a Obergreen. It's got cucumber, celery, grapefruit, green chard, and lettuce. So I have about 3 or 4 of these a day. And then I'm drinking about a gallon of water with those little slender sticks in them. And at night, I'll have like a miso soup. I'm going to try to do this for a second day to see if I can get through 2 days. That would be awesome. I think a great little, obviously it kind of puts you into ketogenesis, which is a great place to be if you're trying to diet or do a detox. So what do we have going on? I had a light massage day yesterday, just two clients. Today I have 5 clients, so it's not a light day at all. Yesterday was my 70% off sale on my Renderosity store. Made about $210, so that wasn't terrible. I mean, that's passive income, So I like that. Did have to pick up Delilah unexpectedly from school yesterday because her mom got stuck in traffic or something of that nature. So, yeah, it is what it is, as they say. But hopefully today will be right on track and everything will go as planned. Now, Sunday, we had planned to have our first practice of the new Electric Man with the new drummer. And unfortunately, that did not happen. So that is a real bummer. He apparently was coming back for I didn't realize his National Guard training was in another state or whatever. So he had some vehicle trouble coming back. That's what he told us, and I believe it. So, yeah, we're going to keep on going forward with that, with the thought that we will be doing our thing and practicing putting this new band together. That said, Harrison and I might be playing at a little outdoor thing at Gold Hill. They keep calling on local artists to play that, and I've put us in for it, so maybe we'll have a little outdoor gig at Gold Hill sometime. Gold Hill, great place for music if you're a bluegrass player. and the general store has bluegrass on most Friday nights, but it's never they don't let you go and do your own music there, so that's why it's not really well suited for us. And I'm not a bluegrass player, so I can't just go jump in on those shows, even though I like to watch them. That's kind of kept me out of that whole scene, but it's cool. It's a cool vibe up there. So I hope to be able to get into that a little bit with Harrison if we can. So anyway, moving right along, I have some products that hopefully are going to come out on Daz by the Halloween weekend. I hope we'll see. Working very hard to get like a werewolf type figure out with a couple of pose packs. Over and beyond that, I'm really trying to make myself stop spending money on Daz Studio assets, because basically I've been doing this since 2003. I've been legitimately buying products for that program since then. I've spent thousands of dollars. Anything you can imagine that I would want for to make up any given image, I've already got it in spades. The thing is, you see something new and shiny on there that you haven't seen before, and you're like, wow, this is awesome. And it turns out to just be another thing, and you've used your good graces and your money when you didn't really have to. So yeah, I want to get away from spending on there. It's funny because I'm a published artist there, and I do make a little money from time to time, but not nearly as much as I spend there. So yeah, it's kind of a wash. But anyway, so the plan for this week is big day of massage today. I've got a new song I'm writing for the electric band that I've started like doing a little bit different. I've wrote the lyrics down, which is a little bit of a change up for me, and I'm going to try to come up with a melody and the lyrics, but not touch the music, and let Harrison do the music, because I got a particular kind of sound that I kind of want to go for. By the way, in this new band, I think I'm going to be the bass player, which will be very different for me, bass player / singer, and that'll be a change up for me, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just hoping we can put it together and get that first practice behind us, where all three of us are in the room, and and it's, at the end of the day, I don't have unrealistic expectations. I have hopes. I mean, this could all turn out not to work out with a new drummer, and he could be too busy, what have you, and that's happened to me over and over and over again. And but he's saying all the things that make me think he wants to play, so I'm hopeful that can work out, especially since he's like 5 minutes away. So needs to be a local guy, no further away than Harrison, basically, is my general rule of thumb for putting this band together. 20 minutes max is our distance apart, because we should all be able to go to each other's jam place and make it equitable for everybody, and not have to spend too much time putting the thing together, and then just have fun. Focus on the having fun aspect of it. That's really what I'm about now. So anywho, I have been catching up on The Walking Dead, and it's the last season here. It's kind of gotten a little bit better, than it had been in recent seasons, and that's good. I like the idea of seeing them, finish strong. And apparently they've broken season 11 into 2 parts, and the first part I've already watched, and I gather that on season 11, I think they had broken into 3 parts actually, and the third part I think started on October the 2nd, but it's on AMC Plus maybe, and that's so now I can't stay right on top of it, and I guess they're wanting you to get another app. I'm trying to figure that out. Actually looking that up right now, because of course I got back into it, and only to find out that I can't I can't see the finale. AMC Plus. I'm trying to figure out if Walking Dead universe. Man, there's so much in the Walking Dead universe. I'm generally very tired of it. I'm glad to see this be the last. Oh, by the way, I just remembered that my cable came back on. My DirecTV came back on, so I needed to watch that this month and cancel it, or go ahead and cancel it. I probably need to take care of that today. Man, subscriptions get crazy. There's just so many of them out there, and you kind of forget what you have, and you wind up paying for things that you don't want/need. Oh, I see AMC Plus has a new Creep Show show that like TV series I need to check out. It looks pretty good. Some of the programming looks pretty good. I'm just kind of checking it out. I did not love The World Beyond at all. I mean, yeah, for various reasons I won't go into now. Let's see here. Do I have an AMC Plus login? I don't know if I do. We're going to check it out, though. I have finally gotten a copyright strike on my special channel that I was trying to have just for sharing these old rips of my VHS, and I finally got my first copyright strike on it, and I ain't gonna mess around with no copyright strikes, so that method is gonna go away. So I had to find another way to encode these movies and back them up, and I guess it's gonna come down to buying a dedicated, like, multi-terabyte hard drive to back these films up, put them on that drive, and then if there's a way, I'm hoping I can find a way to interface a drive with my TV, so I could just have all those sitting there at the ready if I wanted to dig into them, without hooking the VCR up and all that. So who knows if that will work out. The last movie that I ripped, it's odd, the movie, I mean, I've ripped all kinds of old hit movies, and none of them gave a copyright strike for me putting that up. Just said, hey, copyright claim. Copyright claim is not a problem. Because it just means you can't earn money on it. Somebody else will get the money if you were to earn any kind of money. But I'm not sharing these publicly. They're just my personal little archive. And the movie that I ripped that got the copyright strike is called Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I guess sort of an action drama from maybe the 80s. And, I thought that's crazy. But that was the one that sort of ended that whole methodology for backing these films up. I have yet to find a way to back a film up or encode a film with Premiere or anything that makes it as lightweight as the YouTube encoding. So it is it's kind of a conundrum I'm still trying to solve. Oh, by the way, yesterday I saw a trailer that Hugh Jackman's going to come back as Wolverine in Deadpool 3. So that's kind of cool. I liked him in that role, and I thought he was kind of done with it. So that's pretty cool. What else have I been watching? Not much. Have not had a ton of time. But it's just funny that I got into the Walking Dead finale, just wanting to kind of see all that end after 11 years and be there for the ending, and then now they've broken it into another 8 episodes that, I don't know, maybe I'll have to get another subscription to be able to watch, but I just tried to reset my password, so we will see if it comes to me and what I get. If I do get an email from it, I'll reset it and get in there and see what's up. So we've covered the latest, greatest. Oh, by the way, had an incredible weekend at Loafers and Legends performing, which I will be sharing at some point on Brent Bowers Music on Facebook. I'll be sharing a playlist that will get not all of, but most of the songs. We did a few experimental things. We did Dreams by Fleetwood Mac at the end, and Harrison's friend got up and sang with us a bit, and that turned out really good, and I didn't film that, unfortunately. But the rest of the thing, I actually, all the songs I pretty much did shoot from kind of like an angle beside of me, sort of shooting across the front and getting all three of us, and at least there's that. I'm not going to the big productions of trying to make GoPro videos of it, because it's a hard place to shoot at. The lighting is a little tough there at times, and so I have just not done that, and it's a shame, because I like to capture all these, but lately I have not been. I have also not been going to the trouble of taking the Zoom recorder out there, because I think I do have everything that you need to sort of break all the signals out and do it the right way. It's a lot of extra. It seems like I'm watching Delilah on Saturdays up until 3, and then instead of letting me go get ready at 3 for that gig at 7, basically folks just, let me go do this, let me do that, and so I'm stuck with her for another. Stuck with her is not the right thing to say. I love spending time with her and watching her, but I need that hour undisturbed to get my gear together and really be able to think about all the stuff I'm putting in the box to go. Otherwise, you forget a little piece that makes carrying everything else pointless. So that happened to me again Saturday. So I thought, I'm not going to try to record it. I'll just try to make sure I got everything to play and perform, not worry so much about the recording. And that's what I did. But we get out there. I once again got there like around 5, just after 5. Right when the doors open, actually. I loaded in my gear, and then we took Delilah to Bait and Coffee for a bit, and then we brought her back, and she got to play with her little friend that's there, and then Nancy, I think, took her riding around, and then eventually brought her back, and she actually behaved really well, so I was proud of her for that. I love the idea that she gets to see Pawpaw perform, while I'm still doing this. Who knows how long I'll be doing it. I hope a long time, but you never can tell. And I've got my buddies playing with me now, young Harrison and Tony, so these are good times for me. And I always am thankful after the show, and we, not for nothing, had a really good crowd, and made over $100 in tips the last 2 weekends, so that was pretty impressive, particularly for such a small place. But that place, people come there to listen to music and have a good time, so it's a little superior to some of the other places that we play in that regard. I mean, over the years, I've had good experiences at Little Tokyo and Harmanco's, but those places having more of a bar atmosphere, there are times when people just don't care to listen to the music. And it is what it is. You're there trying to entertain people that their entertainment is in a glass, so they, hey, play the jukebox or whatever, or turn the football game up, I don't know. But I'm fortunate to be able to do this. I digress. So, gosh, I got a lot to get done today, I guess. Need to go get the stain to stain the deck. Need to cancel my DirecTV. And that's about it. Things that I need to accomplish today, apart from 5 massages. So that starts in another 30 minutes. So I'll be jammed up today, getting all this done. And then thinking about waiting on one little piece from one of my contractors for this werewolf hair. But once I have that, I'll be submitting the rest of the products that go along with the one that I already have submitted that make up a package, a bundle, so to speak. I'm definitely hoping to get that bundle out in time for Halloween, but I might be kidding myself. It never seems to go the way I want it to or plan it to. Nope, still sitting there ready to test. Been sitting there 3 days ready to test. So I guess they're probably pretty backed up with other people having the same idea that I did. Hey, let's get our Halloween products out now. We booked the Bait and Inn for 2 nights for Christmas this year because we want to have the big Christmas and the super decorated den over there. And that's something we've been planning a couple years for Delilah because they do it up out there when it comes to decorations. We really love the Bait and Inn. It's a cool place to stay. So hanging out there 2 days is really cool. We like that a lot. Well, I guess that was going to bring us to near the end of another episode of Brento Cast. Still haven't found the rhythm of these. I'm still kind of off the cuffing them. But the general benefit of coming off the cuff here, doing it with a phone, is that I can knock these out whenever I have a few minutes. And I guess I'll continue on that route. And I'm still working on the VHS podcast. Wanted to have some guests, but so far, just the one episode with Harrison, and it takes time. Lining people up takes time. They got to watch the movie in advance, and so it's been a little bit of difficulty getting this thing off the ground. But hopefully this year, at least I guess my goal on the year would be to have, however many Brento casts, but at least 25 or 20 of the VHS graveyard, because that was the whole point of this, is getting myself into doing that. And now that I got to figure something else out for how I'm putting these movies on a drive, just got to figure it out, guys. That's life. Just figure out. Life presents a new problem every day for you to solve. So that's what we're doing. But right now we are kind of focused on losing some weight, getting back in shape, and doing this juice fast for however many days I can take it is a big part of that. It's funny because the second day you're not nearly as hungry. You start moving toward ketogenesis, and it kind of plays a little trick on your body. You're like, hey, we're in starvation mode now. So we don't have to go around so hungry. I have not got the headaches yet, so that means I'm getting enough nutrition. So yesterday I had 4 or 5 of these juices. I had 2 smoothies. That's probably why I never got the headaches, because that actually has a little bit of a tiny amount of carbs and sugar. And then just a miso soup for dinner. And I think if I do that same thing again tonight, then tomorrow probably I could start back on salad or something. Or if I'm hungry tonight, I'll do a salad. But yeah, I don't feel too terrible. I felt a little bit weak yesterday. That was about it. It didn't feel bad. But anyway, back to the detox. Got to get my butt back in the gym, but I don't know if that's going to happen before I get done with this class, because it does take up an awful lot of time. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Oh, I should mention we did a bunch of trips to Baden Coffee this week, and I completely blew my diet on that. So that was another reason I wanted to get back here and do this fast. And I'm going to at least stay away from Baden Coffee till Sunday, and then I'm going to stick to just the tea with no sugar, so I don't have to hurt myself. Delilah loves it out there because we take her little tricycle and she gets to ride around. By the way, 4 parts to this week's weekly vlog on BrentBowers.com. You go to BrentBowers.com, it should be the first page that loads, but if it's not, in the left hand you'll see weekly vlog, and the left hand nav will take you there. But yeah, check out BrentBowers.com if you ever want to watch those videos and see what I've been up to, as opposed to just getting the textual recap. Again, probably just talking to myself here, and that's fine, but for posterity, I like to do this. It's always super fun for me to look back at these videos, and that's, I guess, why I do it. All right, guys, have a great week. Brento out.